Yo, 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 what's the dealio, man? What's the dealio? How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, man? What up, y'all? Alchemist, what's up? What's up? We got Kaoli, Deborah, what up? Nawan, Joy, how you feeling? How you feeling? What up, Sunshine Chick? Burpee, what up, bro? What up, Money in Hands? Question, can we have a discount or a trail member? No. No. Come on, y'all. What's up, Chaos? Shaleezy, what up? Hey, listen. Hey, April Little, what up? So let's address this, right? We got a banger, okay? Be sure to like this video, y'all. All right? Be sure to like this video, okay? So let's talk about this. He said, can we have a discount or a trial membership for the Discord? But you hit IWM today 3 times. Now, let me ask you a question. What levels did you hit IWM off of? Did you hit them off of what I had shared with you? Let's start there. Right? Let's start there. Let's really lock in right there. What up, Doug? How you feeling? What up, American Khalifa? If y'all tapping in, be sure to like this video, y'all. All right, like this video, y'all. Let's get this video to a 200 likes. All right. Happy birthday, Sunshine Chick. What up, Genesis? Sugar Sweets. What's up, Christiana? We about to celebrate you. What up, Cortez? American, I know exactly, right? Exactly. I'm new to your channel. What up, Solo Don? Soul Don? What up, Substance? How you feeling? Angie, what's up? What up, Doc? Jamie, what up, Jerry? What we got popping, man? What we got popping? We gonna celebrate today. We gonna talk about these levels for tomorrow. All right? Y'all know how we gonna get it in. We get it in every day. IWM rejection, I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. What up, George? Come on, where you at? Where you at, Money in Hands? We gotta have a conversation now. Exactly. Exactly, Doug. What up, Jamal? How you feeling? Come on. What up, Derek? Killer loyalty, 70% on IWM, under 258. Yep. Also not a Discord member. Exactly. Sneaker girl, what's up? How you feeling? All of the free YouTube. Exactly, right? Exactly. All right. So watch this. Okay. Now, so somebody just said, can we do a discount? Right? Can we do a discount? And so, or a free trial. Now watch this. Last year, we did a trial. Right? We did a 1-week trial. When we did a trial, we had an individual in the Discord who was negative, wasn't studying, none of that, right? Ended up kicking him out. A lot of the people that came and got a free trial, hey, Doug, you know what? You right. You know what? You right. At the end of the day, the answer is no. All right? Exactly. You know what, Doug? I appreciate that. Because at the end of the day, no. If you guys want to join the Discord, then join the Discord. Okay? One thing we don't do, we don't beg. All right? It's one thing we don't do, we don't beg. One thing we do, we stand on our value. Okay? We put out videos. I put out videos every single day, 2 times a day. These free videos are your free trial memberships and all that, especially if you're making money off of what I'm saying on YouTube for free. All right? So, hey. Hey, Linda. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man, for real. All right? Exactly. We ain't even going to go there. So, listen. We got a banger. We're going to talk about the market. All right? All right. So, let's get it in, man. I like to drive points home so people can understand the depth of what I be talking about. Okay? But who hit IWM, y'all? All right? Who hit IWM? Exactly, Ash. We attract. Hey, ain't nobody perfect, you know what I mean? I'm a human being just like y'all. All right? So, what up, pullback premiums? For sure, so done. All right. So listen. What up, JP Financial? Appreciate it. Zoe, what up? So we just hit 4,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of y'all. We're gonna do a strat method plus order block plus liquidity trading video, live video, probably next weekend. All right? Probably next weekend. Okay? So be sure to stay on the lookout for that. I got to see what day is best. Okay? So I'm going to be reaching out. I'm going to do a poll on YouTube and we're going to see what day is best. All right? So be on the lookout for that. Okay? IWM went crazy today. And so let's do this. All right, let me move this up real quick. All right. So what we going to do is I'm going to show y'all something. Watch this, okay? Follow me. Follow what I'm about to say. All right? Let's go right here. Let's go right here. So boom, right? All right. So this is inside of the Discord, right? Let's look at this. SPY, Sijack hit SPY all day, right? But watch this. Let's go here. Doug, 1,200 today. Hit IWM. WAP. All right? Let's get a WAP for Doug. All right? Miss D, killing it, right? IWM. Look at all these IWMs. All right? WAP. What else we got? 75%. WAP. Okay. Dot 1,300 on who? URI. SPY, right? WAP. Ash, 42%. 63%. 52%. WAP. Look at my guy G Dollars. 1,100 on a day. WAP. All right. We just getting warmed up though. What about this? 150%. WAPs. Come on now. Look at Shiley. 142% on IWM. 104. That's 200% right there. IWM again. Palantir. Palantir. WAP, 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 WAP. All right? Come on now. Come on now. But watch this. We ain't done yet. 340 on IWM. WAP. Y'all feel me? 248 on a day. WAP. But watch this. Watch this. What we got, y'all? What we talking about? Where we at? This is what I wanted to show y'all. Hey, WAP. 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 7 racks on a day on IWM. 7 racks on a day. Come on now. What we talking about here? $7,400 on the day, y'all. Shout out to Christiana, man. All right. This is how we getting it in. All right. This is how we getting it in. Every single day. Straight whappers. Straight whappers. All right. Straight whappers, man. So, I just need you guys to understand. That's people in the community making $3K a day, $4K a day, $500 a day, right? These are all six-figure numbers if you're doing it consistently. All right? Come on now. You got my family laughing. Whap! Hey, tell the fam I said what up, man. All right? So listen. This is how we get it in, y'all. All right? We focus on results over here. All right, results over everything. Chaos said we need 1 million subscribers. Hey, we working at it, man. We working for the 1 million. All right. First, I thought it was expensive, but I've been consistently making profits with the levels provided. I joined a Discord to show my loyalty and not my gratefulness. And my gratefulness. This is the real deal, no regrets. Y'all hear that? That's what Christina said. She just said she wanted to show her gratitude. She already been getting money off the levels that I've been, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, shout out to you, Christiana. All right. Next is going to be 15K in a day. All right. Keep showing up. All right. I work miracles, man. All right. What up, Best Beezy? So listen, I just wanted to share that real quick. All right. I wanted to celebrate y'all because that's what I care about is you guys winning. All right. So anytime, this is the new thing, right? When we got people killing it, we gonna have a WAP alert. All right. So anytime y'all kill it in the Discord and it's a crazy day, I'm gonna come on live and we gonna have a WAP alert. All right. And I'm going to show y'all the profits, and we're going to whap, and it's just going to keep on coming. All right? It's going to be crazy. So, with that being said, man, if you email me to get a free month for the Discord, let me know in the comments as well. Because we're either going to give it away today or tomorrow. I want to see how many of y'all. All right? Hey, the pleasure is mine, Christiana. Right, it's only up from here. All right. So yeah. Who else we got? JP. Yep. So whenever I say WAP alert, I want y'all to know that we got big money profits coming in. And if you are in a Discord and you ain't sharing your profits, then be sure to share those profits so we can know we got a WAP alert. All right, because we be whapping the market. All right. So. What we're going to do is, you already know we're going to go over SPY, we're going to go over IWM, we're going to get the money, we're going to find the levels, we're going to find the setups. We're going to do that every single day, right? But I like making these lives interactive. You know what I mean? I don't want to be boring. So I like to make them a little interactive, if you understand what I'm saying. All right? So I emailed you, Wayne. Okay, Wayne, you emailed me. Who else emailed me? If you emailed me, then let me know in the comments so I can know how many of y'all is here. If not, we're going to have to do it on a specific day. Because last week on Saturday, an anonymous person said they wanted to bless somebody with a free month for the Discord. So we got to give it away. All right? Now, let me say, nothing in this video is financial advice, y'all. Okay? Nothing that I say in this video is financial advice. If you want financial advice, be sure to talk to a licensed financial advisor. All right? Remember that. All right, so with that being said, y'all, let's go over SPY. I don't see a lot of people that entered in here, so I'll probably do it on Sundays live just so that everybody could be here. I don't want to hear nobody saying that they didn't know. All right? I want to give everybody a fair chance. All right? So, what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? We got SPY. All right, so we obviously had a sell-off today. We obviously had a sell-off today. It wasn't a surprise, really. All right, so let's look at SPY real quick. All right, so we got SPY, right? What I tell y'all, rejection areas at 689 and 694, right? They rejected at 691, right? So look, I told y'all they could reject at 689 and 694. What did they do? They came up to 690, and then they rejected, came down here. All right. So that is what happened on SPY. So let's go to the daily. So look what happened. We got a fair value gap right here, an area of liquidity, and we bounced from here. So tomorrow we may bounce, okay? But let's say that we keep coming lower. We're going to say puts below 681.79. Puts below 681.79. All right. Puts below 681.79 tomorrow. If we get lower and we go lower. All right. Boom. I emailed you. Can you resend email? Forever Free. You're inside the Discord. What'd you email me about? Juan, he said $900 on IW in both ways. There you go. There you go. Oh, Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. I might have to go live. I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know on like Friday. I forgot it was a Super Bowl. The Discord, we live trade every day at 6:15. 15 minutes before the market opens. So on the West Coast, it's 6:15 a.m. On the East Coast, it's 9:15. Central Standard Time is 8:15. All right, what up, though, 6 Mile? All right, should I start to learn everything from your oldest videos one by one on your channel, or do you think I should just start from your strat videos? I mean, you can't go wrong with my old videos, but I would just say, just go to the Strat Method playlist. If you wanna fast track, if you wanna spend time with me, then go watch all my old videos. But if you wanna fast track, then go watch the Strat videos and then start filling in the blanks. All right, what up, Drew? Dwayne got 37% on SPY. There we go. 87%. There we go. Yeah. All right. So look. So like I say, puts below 681.79. Now, obviously, so if we get above 691.38, then we're going to go up. That's going to be a 2-2 bullish reversal. So watch. All right. Calls above 691. We're going to say 691. Let me see real quick. I gotta make sure these levels is nice and crispy. 691.47. All right, calls above 691.47. But calls above 691.47. If we get above 691.47, y'all, I'm going to be honest with you. We could come and reject at 693. All right. So this upside move on the daily time frame, it looks like we could just go straight up to 697, right? If we get above 691, it looks like that on a daily. When we come down to that 4 hour, we got a lot of sellers right here. A lot. All right. So if you get into calls above that 691, I would honestly be a little careful because we could face a lot of resistance in this area. All right. So, and right now we at 686. So let me give you some rejection areas. Okay. Let me give you some rejection areas. Rejection levels on SPY is going to be right here at 686.61, 688.61. All right. And then we got 693.39. All right. 693.39. Okay. So these are areas where we could reject that. Let's see. Yeah. We also have a right here, this level is strong too, 692.20. And we got 692.20. All right. So you can enter into calls above 691.47, but we're going to have some resistance on the way up. So you're going to want to really make sure that you're paying attention to your trades tomorrow if you are in calls because of all the sellers that were present today. All right. This is something to really make sure you guys understand. When you have sell-offs like we had today, you're going to, even if we start to go up, there's going to be sellers in the areas. So there's going to be certain levels where we just get rejected at, and we could keep going up, but those rejections are going to be a little bit harsh. All right. So tomorrow I would really say, you know, it's a take profit kind of day when you are in trades, because it's not going to be just super easy. All right. Yes, we can recover, but we're going to be going up and down because there's going to be sellers trying to knock us down. All right. Today, the sellers was in full control. You couldn't get a call, right? Unless it was like FedEx. But outside of that, calls was not really on the table today, right? So you want to make sure you guys paying attention to this stuff. So calls above 696.98. You could also get calls above 691.47, but we do have these rejection areas as well. So the ride to the upside, it might be a little bit bumpy. All right. So that's just something to pay attention to, unless you're scalping it, you know, for a couple hours. I mean, for a couple minutes. If you get in, if you say I'm about to scalp and I'm on a 15-minute and you see this right here, and if you go from this here to here and you win a trade for 5 minutes, that's different. But I'm talking about if you're trying to hold it throughout the day, then we could be getting smacked down on SPY, and it could be a bumpy ride to the upside. All right. So let me know if that makes sense, y'all. All right. Let me know if that makes sense. All right. I'm in the group, and I didn't know we live traded every day. Come on, KP. Come on, KP. And you still making money, right? Let me show y'all. Just so if you in a Discord and you don't know, we live trade every day. All right, look. So look, you go down here and it's right here under live trading. Okay. And then look, you go here and we be up in there chatting. All right. We be having a good old time too. All right. We be chopping it up about a lot of stuff, and then everybody be sharing everything, right? We be chopping it up. We be building relationships, right? Letting everybody know what's going on with the plays that's cooking, all of that stuff. All right, levels, all of that stuff. Okay, so be sure to tap in on the live trades, on the live trading tip. All right. This morning, Told everybody the levels from last night's stand, right? 265 was the resistance level, right? We rejected right up in that area, and we came all the way down. All right. So now we're gonna talk about IWM, right? Said makes sense. He said the small account video on growing a small account using 500 a trade was a gem. I got you. I got you. All right. Jay Sapp, what up, bro? Appreciate it. Pullback premiums. Yep, she said still made money today. Exactly. Exactly. All right, want to join TPC, join Discord? Yeah, click the link in the description if y'all want to join the Discord, y'all. Okay. Let's see. So next, so yes, great way to start the morning. Yep, exactly, Jamie. Christopher, he said, can't wait to join Discord. Been watching your lives for a week. Love the content. Appreciate that, bro. Every single day. Thank you, Learn to Love Your Story. All right, we just getting started. All right, so that's the SPY. Now let's look at IWM, okay? Let's look at IWM right here. All right. So, all right, so let's go over IWM, right? All right. So, hold on. She said the best part of waking up is TPC in your charts. All right, shout out to you, Candy. When you send a watch list for the plays of the day, do we have to wait for it to close on the 30-minute at support or resistance on the 15? Jose, here's what I'm going to tell you, right? Watch this. To answer your question, here's what I want you to do. All right? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to the YouTube channel and I want you to watch. This video. This video right here. Okay? Cash in after big moves. All right? I break everything down in that question. Okay? Just because I want to focus on the setups for tomorrow and the levels, watch this video right here. All right? It's only 11 minutes. All right? Watch that video. That's going to let you know when to take entries off of everything, off the levels that we give, okay? I want you guys to understand that trading is an art, all right? Trading is an art, y'all. It is an art, okay? It's like poetry, right? It's like movies, cinema, right? There's an art to the game, okay? So, with that being said, let's get back on the charts. Let's get back to IWM. Assets Pac, what up? He said all the real ones in here. Hit the like button. Yeah, let's get this video to 200 likes, y'all. If you watching this, man, tap in, like this video. All right. Jamal, he said when you join the Discord, you're gonna wish you joined sooner. Love the community. All right, and Jamal been rocking with me for some months now. He just joined like last week. He up 250 today alone. All right, that consistent flow, that's gonna get you right. All right. There we go. Learn to love your story, right? That's what it's about. It's about really helping y'all. All right, so back to IWM, right? So, boom. So the resistance was 265.08. Where did we reject that today? It's 264.66 is where we rejected that today. All right. So we came up barely. And then we created a 3-bar, all right, to the downside. Broke below, and then boom, okay? So watch this. Look at yesterday's levels. So IWM has done almost the same thing for 3 days straight. Came up, support was right here, right? Support was right here, came up. Next day, came down, could have got in right here to the downside. It broke below support, could have came down, rode it back up to this resistance level. It got above there, could have came up and right there. Now it's at resistance again, rejected at resistance, and then look what happened. Came all the way back down. All we're doing is we're in this range right here. Y'all see this? I put this right here, this week's support. This week's support is right here. And look what it did today. Bounced off of support. It took about 2 hours, came down, bounced, came down, bounced, came down, bounced, came down, bounced, and finally blasted off. This one candle right here could have paid you. All right? So this week's support, okay? And what did I tell everybody inside the Discord? I told everybody this. I said this week's support has been holding strong. Look for a bounce here. If we break below, we're going into the range below. I told the whole Discord, look for a bounce. I can see this stuff clearly. Look for a bounce right here, y'all. That's what I told the Discord. Who caught, if you in the Discord, who caught this move right here? Comment below if you caught this move right here, y'all. This right here at the end of the day, this is easily an 80%, 100% trade if you got this whole candle. Right? From here, 258.78 to 261, that's almost $3. Okay? Boom, right there. All right? So I'm telling you guys that I told everybody in the Discord this right here. All right? It's like trading IWM on training wheels. All right? She said 128%. Exactly. Doug did. He said that 2 hours killed me. Yeah, that consolidation. Right? If we go to a higher time frame real quick, if we go to a higher time frame on IWM, we see that, okay, it was a failed 2 down on the hourly. And then boom, right? On the 2 hour, came down, 2-2 bullish reversal. All right. So for tomorrow, let's see. So we got a rejection area potentially at 262.28. So we got rejection area of 262.28. So we could come up here and reject potentially and then come down and test this low again. That is a possibility, right? That's a possibility. Depends on where we open up at. All right. But what do we have here? We got a bull flag. Okay. We do have a bull flag. On the 30-minute, we don't have any areas of liquidity, right? So what I'm going to say is we're going to say calls above 261.66. All right. We got this bull flag right here. Boom. Right? Boom. And then we got boom right here. right? Then we got right here, right? If we do a measured move, where could it go? This bull flag could send IWM up to 265.83. All right. So I see a bull. It's like a bull pennant right here on the 30-minute. This could be the catalyst that sends it up. Okay. After this sell-off. So that's a possibility. So calls above 261.66. We got this rejection area at 262.28. Okay. If we open up above 261.66, let's hope for a gap fill to the downside and then a bounce and then it go higher. Right? And then resistance is going to be at this 264.67, but also this 265.08. So really, let's say 265.10. All right, or 08. So we're going to say 265.08 is going to be your resistance level of where we could reject at, because we've been rejecting off of here all week as well, right? Monday, this was Thursday, and then came down, and then Monday, and then Tuesday, and then Wednesday, right? So 265 is a very strong level. So really, until we get above 265, you can enter in the calls from 261 to 265. But once we get closer to 265, don't enter in the calls yet, because we could reject. So wait until we are above 265 and we hold above 265 to enter into calls. Okay? So right here, same level. I had this level mapped out a couple days ago. The same level exists. All right? So that's the analysis on IWM. We got a bull pennant right here on the 30-minute, right? We did sell off, but we came up right here. We consolidated. It looks like we could be coming up. So we about to see. All right, we get above the breakout here. We could come up, but I want you guys to pay attention to the 4-hour, because we do have a rejection area right here at 262.27. So we could reject. But because we just came down yesterday and the other day and buyer stepped in, we probably not going to reject this time, okay? Because we already did reject. So we could be finally coming up and try to get past that 265 area and that level. All right? So let me know if that makes sense on IWM, y'all. If that makes sense on IWM, let me know in the comments. Okay? Yeah, close JP. Yep, that's that. Yep. Asset, he said he caught the up move like a Tom Brady Hail Mary. There we go. Doc caught it. What's up, Mikey? How you feeling? Nah, player one, it's not. I caught the downside move nicely, but gave a little back on consolidation. Yeah, that's another thing. If you guys are trading 0-day to expirations, I would not hold on to those contracts too long. Me personally, I like to secure profit and then find a re-entry on a pullback and then get in and then secure profit and then do it that way. That's my style. Because when shit starts consolidating, it don't be nice. It'll eat up your profits. I bought a play already set up for the bull flag tomorrow. There you go. There you go. I hope it don't, so I can get in. I sound like a hater, huh? He said, makes sense. Okay, resistance is 265. We've been rejecting all week. Exactly, Mikey. If you make money off these free plays, then the Discord is free. It's people, literally people, what the other day somebody said they made 5K, right? Off of YouTube, off the call outs. Last week somebody made 5K off of Unity. Somebody just made $1,800 or $900 off of IWM today. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, listen, If you learn how to read in between the lines of what I'm telling y'all, you can make a bag off of what I am saying on YouTube for free. There's people that join a YouTube on the strength of how much money I made them off of YouTube, and they join the Discord. Right? So it's like, listen, if you ain't got no money to invest into a Discord, but you're trading, pay attention to these free levels and then come join the Discord. But if you're trading by yourself and you're losing more than $150 a month, you need to be in the Discord so you're not losing $150 a month and you can actually make $200 a month. I mean, $200 a week, $500 a week, $1,000 a week, $7,000 a day, $3,000 a day, $2,000 a day, $800 a day, right? Whap, 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 whap. That's how we get down, all right? We be whapping the market, all right? Yeah, 265 is a serious level, all right? So now we went over SPY, we went over IWM. What we about to do now, y'all? Talk to me. What we about to do right now? What are we about to do? Jamal said, that's how I did it. Then made the Discord money back in 2 hours. Whap! Hey. That's what I'm talking about, Jamal. Yep. There we go. All right, y'all. Let's go fishing. All right. Let's go. Let's go find our first WAP alert. All right. Khalil. Hey, honestly, I think that we're gonna gap up. Okay, so here, this is a good thing. Real quick, right? The market sold off today, but why did it sell off? You guys are gonna start seeing this more often. It's gonna start messing up certain swing trade setups. What I'm talking about is 0 data expirations on the Mag 7 stocks was today. Contracts expired today. So a lot of people that were in calls that expired today got absolutely obliterated because contracts expired today and they sold off the market. This is called market manipulation. So me personally, I do think that the market is going to go up simply because it came down today on a day that contracts expired. If contracts aren't expiring during a day, there's no reason to make the market sell off. That's why a lot of times, if you notice, big moves happen on Fridays. Why? Because a lot of contracts expire, so they're trying to get liquidity. The market makers are evil and they're diabolical and they're always trying to take your money. So I personally think the market is going to come up tomorrow because today contracts expired and now they got liquidity and now it's going to go up. That's what I think personally. All right. Dollar sign gang. Yeah, you could start. But what worries me, whenever somebody is starting trading with like a couple $100, the thing that worries me is that person's mindset. Because a lot of times people that have $200, they be like, I'm trying to go flip this fast. And it's like, yeah, you can, but what's your mindset really, right? So I would probably say start with like 700 or 1,000, not because you can't start with 200, but because I want you to focus on your patience to save up more money so that you can prepare yourself for the patience that the stock market is going to take. Okay? So that is what I would say. Yes, you can start with 200, but if you go lose $50 or you trying to make $200 and profit the first day with only $200, it's like, are you ready for that? You know what I'm saying? So yes, you can start with 200, but I would really say save up more money so that you can work on your own personal patience. So that way you are prepared for the patience that the stock market is going to take. All right. I know, I know everybody's going to say you only need $10 to get in the stock market or $20. I know that narrative, but I'm keeping it real with you from somebody that understands the game. Like, I would honestly say start with a little bit more money if you aren't like in a certain mentality first. All right. Your mindset is more important than how much money you have to start. Right? So that's what I would say. You know what I mean? So like, yes, you can, but if you're not ready to take profit and make $5 in a trade, right? Because if you want to use your proper risk management, if you got $200 and let's say you put $25 in the IWM contract, if you make 10%, let's say you make 20%, that's $5. Are you ready to make 20% on a trade and it only be $5 in profit and keep doing that? Or are you going to go for the home run and then blow that $200? You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say maybe save up a little bit more so you can leverage a little bit more and you could have a different relationship with trading. Okay? So yeah. For sure, $ gang. So I ain't trying to, disrespect the amount of money that you have, but one thing about me is I'm going to keep it a buck with you. All right? Sometimes my delivery would be coming off a little harsh, but it's all out of love anyway. All right? There you go, Juan. He got that end of the day move at 90%. Beautiful. What up, Kenny Javon? All right, so let's go fishing, y'all. All right. Yeah, Khalil. Don't do it. Base hits. They're going to get you where you need to be. They're going to get you where you need to be. All right. So let's go right here. Exactly. Compound your all account, man. For real. All right, that's real talk. Anyone else would have tried to take your money? Isiah Marcel. Yeah, man. Because, like, we don't, it's really, really, really not about the money. It's about helping people really get this money. You know what I mean? Helping people really want to change people's lives, man. Because it's all about, listen, how you make your money is more important than how much money you make. You feel what I'm saying? How you make your money is more important than how much money you make. I don't want to make a lot of money, but be doing people dirty and lying to them just to get them in the Discord. That's why we ain't running no ads or none of that. All of this is organic. So this whole Discord is growing organically, right? Because we're attracting the right people. That's why we don't have no drama, no crazy stuff going on in the group, because we ain't lying to people. We ain't doing no crazy stuff. You know what I mean? So that's how I got stuck last year. Instead, the market beat the patient. Yeah. Yep. So, all right. So let's go find some setups, y'all. So we got Netflix on the daily. Netflix is on a failed 2 down. Let's go to Intel. Intel look like it's trying to come up. Intel has this gap to fill right here. I'm going to look at Intel. What I'm going to look at Intel on is a 2-2 bullish reversal. That's what I'm going to look at Intel for. Calls above 49.72. All right. Calls above 49.72 on Intel for a 2-2 bullish reversal. That's what I'm going to look at Intel for. All right. So we got Intel. All right. We got Celsius, APLD, they had a crazy day today. QQQ. All right. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me now? My internet went out. Can y'all hear me? My internet went out, y'all. I don't know if it's a storm outside or what, but so my internet just went off. So let me know y'all can hear me. All right, cool. All right, my bad, y'all. We had an internet little difficulty. All right, cool. Hey, y'all some real ones, man. Listen, I appreciate y'all for staying on. All right. So, y'all heard what I said about Intel, right? I said on Intel, I was looking for a 2-2 bullish reversal. I know, right? Masturbator, for real. All right. Yeah. All right. For real. All right. So we went over Intel. Let's see. All right. He said we froze on QQQ. All right. Look at Google. Oh yeah, Google had earnings. So this is where they're at. So tomorrow they're gonna make a big move in either direction. We don't know yet. They did beat earnings, right? If you look at Google, they beat earnings. Right? They beat earnings. So they'll probably maybe end up going up, but we got to see what happens tomorrow. All right. So we said QQQ, Google, Amazon, NVO. NVO is right here. I think tomorrow NVO could bounce. They could bounce tomorrow because we have this order block right here. So I would say look for a bounce on NVO, y'all. NVO bounce at 46.44. All right. Look for a bounce on NVO. All right. We got Robinhood. They look like they about to come up. They about to bounce potentially. Hims. Lulu. Okay, LO. Dell is starting to come up, y'all. We got a price target of 124.69. So I think that they gonna come up. Nike. Affirm. They are on a failed 2 down off this order block. So I like Affirm off this failed 2 down right here. So I would say calls above 62.22. Yeah. Affirm. We're going to say calls above. All right, calls above 62.22. Apple had a nice day today. Oracle. AMD, they came down to 200. I think that AMD could potentially bounce tomorrow and come higher. Or if they come lower under 200, then they could definitely come lower. So I'm gonna look at AMD on a momentum play because they just had earnings. So momentum. I don't know the direction for AMD tomorrow. I would just be reading price action and paying attention to it. Because it could bounce here or it could continue to go lower. But they had their worst day since like 2017, something like that. Palantir, they're sinking. All right, so I missed those Palantir puts today. Nvidia, they look like they could be bouncing. Shopify, Uber, Carvana, bouncing because they were supposed to be going up anyway. Tesla, SoFi, Lyft. Lyft looks like this would be a good entry now. If we get a confirmation, I might swing Lyft puts. If we get a confirmation in this area, we could retrace back up to 1781 on Lyft, right? So I'm gonna be paying attention to Lyft to see if we bounce in this area, then we could come back up to 1781. That would be a really nice play on Lyft right there. All right. Circle. Oh, firm got earnings tomorrow? Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. We about to see what happens with them then. So they might, I don't know. We gonna see. We gonna see. Enphase was up 38% today. Hey, shout out to Marcel, man, for calling this leap right here. Because look. So we got this thing right here, right? We got the leaps. Back in September? Marcel called Enphase, right? He got Enphase. He got January 15th, 2027, right? He got in at, it was like $31, $33 he got in, right? And look where they at today, $51. They was up 38%. So anybody that got in those leaps, they're up very, very nice. That's the power, you know what I'm saying? Once again, join the Discord, man. You're going to be making money so many different ways. It's going to be crazy. All right. So CoreWeave, Meta, Tesla, CrowdStrike, Adobe, SMCI, PanW, VRT, MRK, APP, Googs, Marvell, AVGO, XYZ. Ooh. Okay. XYZ might bounce right over here. So I'm gonna look at XYZ tomorrow. XYZ on this failed 2 down. Microsoft. They might continue to come down. Pay attention to Microsoft below 408.63. Delta Airlines. Citigroup. IBM. ANET. Gold. FedEx. Lockheed Martin look like they want to come down. TSM. XOM. They are all-time highs. UNH. Coinbase. Oh my good. Look at this. Sheesh. Oh my goodness. But when Coinbase comes back, y'all, when they retrace all of this, This is actually a great place to buy stocks. It's like shares of Coinbase right now. This is below their cup and handle breakout. So this area sets Coinbase up for some explosive moves. So yeah, MU, Tempest, Reddit, IONQ, Rocket Lab, they came down, so they rejected off of this area, right? Iran, ooh-wee. QBTS, Oscar, RGTI, QUBT. Yeah, so the whole market sold off. When I'm looking at it, I do think we are going to, I think we're going to come up tomorrow. Obviously, don't quote me on that. But yeah, Walmart, this might be a opportunity potentially. It's a lot of buyers in this area though, but Walmart could start coming down, especially after this run up. So I'm gonna look at Walmart to the downside, honestly. Walmart. I'm gonna just pay attention to Walmart and see if we come down after that failed to up. All right. And then she said iBit. Let me look at iBit. iBit is definitely down crazy. Fill some gaps. We got some more room to go, honestly. $40. Potentially, we got a couple more dollars to come down on iBit. This was a bear flag. We could come down a little bit lower to like maybe 37. So I would just pay attention and see what it's looking like tomorrow. We could come up here to like 43 and reject and then come lower, or we could just come down, right? Another area where we could come up to is like, yeah, like 42.80 and then reject. But this looks like a slight double bottom, right? So if we get above 41.95, you could take and enter in the calls here, and then you could ride it to the upside. All right. So let me see what y'all saying. Can you look at CMG? Is order block the same? Similar, yeah. Let's see CMG. You see a bear flag on a weekly. So this was a cool bear flag. This not a bear flag because it's retraced more than 50% of this sell-off right here. So this is not a bear flag. This was a bear flag, and that's why it made that move to the downside. But on a daily, on Chipotle, we do have two bullish 3 bars, and we have a bullish engulfing on a bullish candle. So tomorrow, if Chipotle gets above $40.24, they could potentially blast off to the upside. Okay. Oh, my bad. I was saying about Chipotle on the weekly time frame. This was a bear flag. Hold on. This was a bear flag. Move down, consolidation, move down. This is not a bear flag because it has retraced almost the whole candle, which means that it's not consolidating, it's recovering, right? But on a daily, we have a bullish 3 bar, which is a bullish engulfing to a bullish candle. So that's a double bullish. So that means that they're gonna go up. They're gonna go up. All right. So that's what that means. What else? ASML was on a 2-2 continuation. I don't mess with ASML no more. I used to, but I don't mess with them no more. Contracts is ridiculous. Yeah, Coinbase is horrible. Super horrible. How about live trading? We live trade inside the Discord. Netflix failed to down. Yeah, Netflix is on a failed to down, but here's the thing about that, right? So I would have put them on my list, but watch this. Yes, it's on a failed to down, but look at the anatomy of the candlestick. Sellers, buyers. This wick is bigger than the buying wick, which means that more sellers are present and around than buyers. So this could push it to go lower. You know what I'm saying? Because there's more selling pressure than there's buying pressure. So, yeah. And we got all these sellers up here as well. So sellers are in control. Even though this is a green candlestick, sellers are still in control. All right. Iran, I saw it. Let's see. Iran. Iran, so it came down today, right? Obviously. And then, so we could come down to right here, like 41, this equilibrium zone, and potentially 37 on this order block right here. It looks pretty bearish. There's no reason why it can't come down some more. So, yeah, I think it could come down tomorrow. Or maybe after a day, because we might pop up after today's sell-off, try to retrace, and then we could get a rejection, and then we could come down lower. All right, so we gotta see what happens tomorrow. We gotta let the dust settle. GE. GE looks like they trying to come up. I would look for a 2-2 bullish reversal on GE and to come up to 326 to this order block right here. All right. And then Adobe, they had a failed 2 down today. They bounced in this area right here. But we got sellers right here, and we got sellers right here, and we got sellers right here. So I would look for a rejection at like 286.84. And then potentially 296. So, but off this failed 2 down, looks pretty strong. I'll just wait to see what happens. Let's go to the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, it's looking solid to the upside, but we got this area right here, and we got buyers here. So we got buyers and we got sellers. So me personally, I wouldn't touch it because the spacing is not solid right here. You know what I mean? I want to see either a bearish fair value gap or a bullish one. I don't want to see both because that's going to make it just kind of chop around. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Iran has earnings tomorrow. Okay. And then we got Lulu. Okay. So, yeah. Then we got Lulu. Lulu, they look like they want to come up on a 4-hour right here on a daily. We on a 1 candle, so we could come up, but we got so many sellers on Lululemon. You got to be careful to the upside. That's why they've been kind of depressed right here. Even on this green candle, sellers were there. Sellers were here. So you got to be careful, but it is on a 1 candle, so it could blast to the upside. All right. TTD. I think they were at what, 52-week lows, I think. Yeah, they're super depressed. I mean, $27, like they only move $1.40 a day. Like, I don't trade them. I don't have anything to really say about TTD, for real. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about them. Fell to down, ton of sellers, all the way up until $40, and they're at $27. This is screaming bearish to me. It could be a great leap opportunity, but it's gonna take some time. So that's what I would say. So yeah. All right. Yeah, they depressed, bro. All right. Do you think Meta will still keep going down? I mean, Meta's gonna do what it does. Like, I don't think that Meta is going to. Let's just look at it real quick. Let's look at Meta. So I think it could come down maybe to maybe 630 again. Or it could bounce right here since this is where it broke out from. So it could just be coming a retest right here. So we got to see. Long term, we know it's going to go up, but yeah, I mean, we're going to see. But it could come down to these areas right here and then get some liquidity, especially if the market continues bearish. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, already went over MU, looked at City. Thank you for dropping gems every day. Gonna join the Discord soon. There we go. Let's go, Biddy. Hiyakata. There we go. Candy, what she say? For you that are looking for a free nut, even a squirrel has to search hard for a free nut, but a real hunter pays for the community. It helps them. That's true. Squirrels do have to hunt for that nut, huh? That is very, very true. All right. Yeah, I'm going to give it my all every day, y'all. All right. Rain, sleet, or snow. It don't matter if I'm tired. I'm going to give it my all. Because why? I really want y'all to win, and I want to see y'all get this money, right? When I just wish I had this YouTube channel when I was really like on the come up and with stock options. All right. Like, for real. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see. All right. So I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. All right. I hope that everybody enjoyed this live. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties that we had. All right. I hope y'all got value, and I hope you guys whap the market tomorrow. All right. So tomorrow, I want you guys to comment and let me know if you whap the market. And in Discord, we're gonna whap the market tomorrow. Okay. So if you are not, be sure to join the Discord and come get this whap action with us. Okay. Get some whap action with us. All right. And we're gonna celebrate y'all tomorrow. Shout out to everybody that killed the market today as well. All right. So like I say, I want y'all to say it with me. All right. Make sure you get up out your head, go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. And also remember, y'all, the more you study, the less you worry. All right. Listen, y'all have a great, great, great day. And I'm going to holler at y'all on the next video. All right. I've been trading for 3 years now. All right. All of y'all stay smooth, man. Peace.